Okay. Now let's suppose I live in this village and one of the little shops in the village is a travel agency. Not that anybody uses those anymore. But let's say that there's this travel agency and they got this big special up in the window. Hey, you can visit any 3 cities out of these 11 European cities, all for the low price of whatever they want. Okay. And you can walk into that travel agency. You can say, let me see, Rome, then London, and then Paris, and then after that I want to go to Madrid. And they'd be like, no, you only get to pick 3. So Rome, London, Paris. Well, if I started with 11, okay, that's how many different vacations I could have. Okay, same as putting the beads on the string, but they made me stop after I said Paris. They wouldn't let me add and then I'd have to write an 8, a 7, and a 6. I just had to stop after 3. So that's how many there are. I figured that out already. Now this is a different vacation. This way this counts this is this is a different vacation than if I'd gone in there and said Rome, and then Paris, and then London. Okay, because it would be a different vacation. First I got to fly to Rome. In this case, after I get to Rome, they're going to have to figure out how to get me to London. Then they got to figure out how to get me from London to Paris. And then they got to figure out how to get me from Paris back home again. That's like different flights than fly to Rome, fly to Paris, fly to London, fly back home again. It's a different vacation. Okay, so as a travel agency, they got to take these into account. I mean, this is different than that. There's a whole different setup. Somebody's got to work weekends. It's just a lot of work. Okay, but that's how many there are. Now, what about if there's this restaurant next door to the travel agency and on the menu they say, hey, pick any 3 items off our menu, any of them out of these 11 items, all for the low price of whatever. So I'm in there with a group of friends and I say, well, let's see. I'll have the hamburger and the shake and the fries. And the person sitting next to me goes, that sounds good. I think I'll have the hamburger and then I'll have the fries. Oh, and why don't I just get the shake as well? And the person sitting next to them says, yeah, definitely fries. And how about a hamburger? And why don't we just top it off with a shake? Now, we've ordered 3 different things, okay? But that's not going to happen. They're going to get to the kitchen and they're just going to, okay, hamburger, shake, and fries is this. And they're just going to dump it down in front of me. They're not going to go, gosh, well, you ordered the shake first. I better set that down before I give you your fries. They're just going to bring it all out. So it doesn't matter which order I set it in. It's exactly the same meal. So they don't have this many. I mean, that was 990. Okay. They don't have that many different meals to make, even though they said exactly the same thing. It's because it doesn't matter what order you set it in, you're getting exactly the same thing. Okay, so this could be like fries, shake, hamburger, or let's see, I have to use shake, fries, hamburger, or shake, hamburger, fries. Okay, any of those combinations of saying those words, there's like 6 different ways of saying it. Okay, and any of those would be good. Any of those would cover this. So where I got 6 different vacations listed here, I got 6 of exactly the same meal there. And it doesn't matter what 3 words you use. If I'd said cheeseburger and the soda and the onion rings, still 6 of them are exactly the same. So it's 990 divided by 6. Which is 165. This restaurant is only making 165 different meals. Okay, whereas the travel agency has come up with 990 different vacations. All right, that is the difference between order matters and order doesn't matter. These are called permutations, and these are called combinations. Okay, so let's get some of this other stuff out of here. Now the calculator calculator will do these numbers. Okay, you can kind of see where they came from, okay, in terms of me going 11 times 10 times 9. But I don't even need to remember a formula. I got a calculator. That's what they're for. Okay, so 11 NPR 3. So first of all, I have to know the P that comes from permutations, and that was because I knew order mattered. Now, this is just because this real life order does matter. Usually the problem has to tell you whether or not order is going to matter. Okay, but in this case, order matters. All right, so 11 NPR 3. So the 11 is the big number, the 3 is the little number. You won't have seen these numbers because those numbers are like the calculation. But the only numbers you got on your paper is this 11 and that 3. The big one goes first. That's how many things you get to choose out of, and this is how many you get to choose. This one over here is 11 NCR 3. All right. Okay, that's how I put it in the calculator. Where have I seen this NPR, NCR before? 11 math PRB. You went right past it when you were going for that exclamation point. All right. So hit 11, hit the math button, arrow on over to PRB. You got to have the 11 in there before you even get started. And then NPR is the second choice down. And then you got to finish it off with 3. It won't work until you get that 3 on there. And it says 990, so that's a good sign. All right, let me try 11. Then I got to go get NCR. So math, PRB, NCR, and then hit 3. And it does come up with 165. So that's how to get these. We'll do some more in another video.